Hello there, welcome to the news on Nepal television. I am Rojina Rai, starting with the headlines first. Incessant downpour lashes districts of Kosi, heavy rain projected in 4 provinces. Rising Tinahud River crosses its danger mark. Hearing overread on legitimacy of Kosi province government formation referred to Supreme Court's full bench proceedings to begin today. Protests rock Israel as it passes curbs on some Supreme Court powers. Thousands take to the streets denouncing the Prime Minister Netanyahu's move. And North Korea fires 2 ballistic missiles into the sea. Launches comes as a U.S. nuclear-propelled submarine arrived at South Korea's Jeju Island. Welcome back, and now we have the news in detail. The water level of the Tinahu River has surpassed the danger level following incessant rainfall since the past few days. The Tinahu Flood Measurement Center Butual has issued a red alert to mark the danger, as the rising water level in the river has posed high risk to the nearby settlements and those living in the vicinity. People living in settlements near the river bank and at low-lying places have been notified to evacuate to safe places by the noon today, considering the risk of flooding in the areas. Normal life has been affected due to the heavy rainfall taking place in various districts of Lumbini province, including Rupande, since last night. Heavy precipitation has been recorded in Rupandi, Palpa, Nawalparasi, Putan and surrounding places. Meanwhile, roads have been blocked by landslides triggered by incessant rain at various places in Palpa, Argakhaji, Putan, among the districts of the province. The Highway Security and Traffic Management Office Butul said the Butul Palpa Gaur Singh Sandhi Kharka and Bhaluwang Putan roads have been obstructed by landslides at different places. Meanwhile, the landslide has damages to road in Kalikola area of Itsam Kamana Road municipality for Chitwan district. After the landslides fell down to the road this morning in Kalikola of Narayan Muglin road section. Vehicular service has been disrupted. According to the Deputy Superintendent of Police of Chitwan District Police Office, Bijay Raj Pandit, landslides has affected 2 sides of vehicular movement in Narayan Muglin road section. He also added that although setting all the debris aside after landslide is preceded, however, continuous rainfall has been the barrier for smooth operation. Also, the weather is expected to be partly to generally cloudy throughout the country today due to the impact of the monsoon wind. Light to moderate precipitation accompanied by lightning is taking place at some places of Bagmati, Gandaki, Lumbini and Karnali provinces and at a few places in the rest of the provinces at present. The Meteorological Forecasting Division said the weather will be partly to generally cloudy across the country in the afternoon today. There is a possibility of a light to moderate rainfall along with lightning at some places of Gandaki, Lumbini, Karnali and Sudupas provinces and at a few places in the rest of the country. The division has urged one and all to adopt alertness as there are also chances of occurrence of heavy rainfall along with a thunderbolt at 1 or 2 places of Kosi, Madhes, Lumbini, Gandaki and Sudupasim provinces. 30 people have been injured when a bus and a truck collided at Chunda Kilo on the Narayanghat Muglin road section. The mishap happened on a bridge at Chowda Kilo, Bharatpur Metropolitan City 21 the bus heading towards Mungling from Naranghat and the truck coming from the opposite direction collided with each other on the bridge. The district police office Chitwan said among those injured in the accident, the driver and one other person is said to be in serious condition, while the others have received minor injuries, it is said. 18 of the injured, including the drivers, are undergoing treatment at the Old Medical College, while the rest of the injured are being treated at the Chitwan Medical College. We still have more updates on the side. Stay with us. Time for a short break. Welcome back. You're on Nepal Television News. Now the remaining updates. The hearing on the writ petition filed questioning constitutionality of the formation of the Kosi province government will be held in the full bench of the Supreme Court. The joint of the Justices Susma Lata Mathema and Til Prasad Shrestha ordered on Monday that the hearing on the writ will be held by the full bench. The full bench will hear the writ from today. The hearing on the writ was scheduled in the joint bench of Justices Kumar Regmi and Nakul Subedi yesterday, but the hearing was deferred after Justice Regmi refused, saying he could not be involved in the hearing. On July 7, outgoing Chief Minister Hikmat Karki filed a writ petition at the Supreme Court claiming that the appointment process of new Chief Minister in Kosi province was unconstitutional. On July 12, a single bench of Justice Sapna Pradhan Malla, after conducting a preliminary hearing on the writ, ordered the Kosi province government not to act in a way that would have a far-reaching effect and ordered it to submit a written response. Now to the further development. The Nepali Congress today is scheduled to make a report on the issues raised in the ongoing Central Committee meeting, following which party President Sherbahadur Deva will make the decisions public tomorrow. At the meeting, party leaders discussed the formation and the dissolution of the alliance, the delay in holding the meeting, and the importance of efficiency in appointing judges. Party Vice President Puna Bahadur Kharka explained the delay and emphasized the need for efficiency in appointing judges. General Secretary Thapa expressed his intention to change the leader of the parliamentary party for the transformation. Another General Secretary Biswa Prakash Sharma emphasized the need for an exodus policy within the party for the transformation, stating that if parties adopt such policy, the trend of same group of people becoming president, prime minister, ministers and also MPs will end. The outbreak of lumpy skin disease has impacted paddy plantation across the country, including Palpa. The farmers of the hilly districts say delayed monsoon was already affecting the timely plantation, and the spread of lumpy skin has further aggravated the problem as oxen used in plowing have contracted infection. The disease has even claimed the lives of oxen, leading to unavailability of oxen during the peak of the plantation season. Some farmers are found to be using tractors to plow the fields. However, they say use of tractors is comparatively expensive. Death toll caused due to the lumpy skin has reached 115 in 10 municipalities of Palpa district. Meanwhile, vaccines are being administered to 15,000 livestock, including cow, oxen and buffaloes, to prevent further spread of the disease in Palpa. We shall get back with the international headliners at the side. We do have time for a short break again. Stay with us. Welcome back. Thank you for staying with us. Now updates from international front lines. Israel's parliament on Monday ratified the first bill of judicial overhaul sought by Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu after last gasp compromise efforts collapsed and failed to ease a constitutional crisis convulsing the country for months. Demonstrations against the amendment began early in the day, with police dragging away protesters who had changed themselves to post and blockade the road outside by Parliament. In the evening, thousands had taken to the streets across the country, blocking highways and scuffling with police. Israeli police said at least 19 people had been arrested on Monday. But the government held firm. Justice Minister Yariv Levin and architect of the legislative package cast by Netanyahu as needed to create more balance among branches of government, called Monday's vote a first step. North Korea has fired 2 ballistic missiles into the sea of its east coast, according to Seoul and Tokyo. Hours after a nuclear-powered United States submarine arrived at a naval base in South Korea in its third round of launches since last week. North Korea fired the missiles consecutively on Monday night from about 11:55 p.m. to midnight local time from an area near its capital, Pyongyang, according to South Korea's Joint Chiefs of Staff. Both missiles traveled about 400 kilometers, 248 miles, before landing in waters off the Korean peninsula's eastern coast. The South Korean military called North Korea's missile launches a grave provocation that threatens regional peace and stability. Japan's defense ministry also reported that a launch of what it said could be a ballistic missile by North Korea. A heat wave baking the U.S. southwest for weeks is set to expand into central and eastern regions. Beginning in the Midwest, the hot weather will extend east as far as the southern tip of Florida by Wednesday, say meteorologists. Temperatures records were surpassed in several major cities over the weekend, and some 59 million Americans began Monday under extreme heat advisories. July is now expected to be the Earth's hottest month since records began. At least 18 heat-related deaths have occurred in surrounding Maricopa County since April, with 69 more deaths under investigation. To the more updates, before that, let's have a quick look into the highlights of the site. Twitter has changed its brand and logo from its famous blue bird to X. The new white X on a black background has replaced the blue bird on the desktop version of the social network. Although it is yet to appear on the mobile app, tweets will also be replaced, according to Twitter's owner Elon Musk, and posts will be called X's. The billionaire changed his profile picture to the new logo and added X.com to his Twitter bio. Musk wants to create a super app called X, his vision for a new kind of social media platform that he has been talking about creating for months. With this, we come to the end of this news bulletin, but before we say goodbye, quick reminders of the headlines once again. Incessant downpour lashes districts of Kosi, heavy rain projected in 4 provinces. Rising Tinahu River crosses its danger mark. Hearing of a return legitimacy of Kosi province government formation referred to Supreme Court's full bench proceedings to begin today. Protest rock Israel as it passes curve on some Supreme Court powers. Thousands take to the streets denouncing the Prime Minister Netanyahu's move. And North Korea fires 2 ballistic missiles into the sea. Launches come as a U.S. nuclear-propelled submarine arrived at South Korea's Jeju Islands. Well, this is all we have for this moment. Until our next bulletin, have a good day ahead. Namaste.